Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
No, I mean, I can hear you.
I know you can hear me.
What do you mean by that? Oh my God. It's not working though,
How do you know?
because I've heard it before.
There's nothing to hear. This is it. It's all.
There we go.
You got it?
I think so.
What do you, so we're gonna. Come on.
Okay.
Can you see if I'm in frame? Because I'm
Oh my God.
just.
Yes, you're in frame. Yes, you are. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah, there's no tightener on like the middle.
Yeah, I know. It kind of needs more than one. Because this is just not. If it's at a certain.
Is it stripped?
Yeah.
It's like.
I think we're ready now.
Yes.
You ready?
Set.
Go. All right,
Go.
we're here again for this week's real estate update. I know everybody's been waiting for this one.
Our moms.
Yeah.
We have two new visitors. Shout out to my mom, Sue. I don't know your mom's
And
name.
Gail.
And Gail.
And Barbara.
Barbara, does she watch the show?
Did she
Oh, yeah.
subscribe?
She's on the show.
Sweet.
She
All right.
Subscribe. To the
So,
Tripled viewership.
triple viewership. So, have a few points to talk to, or I guess talk to, yes. So, Mike, how are loan applications doing? I have some numbers here.
They're not shooting through the roof, but pricing's gotten a little bit better in the last few days. Actually, today, probably an eighth to a quarter to the price.
So, what does that look like to a buyer?
It looks like mid fives and on 30-year fix, you know.
All right. So, that's
So, a few days ago, average 30-year was probably 5.875.
okay. That's
Probably mid fives, 5 and 5/8, 5.5, right in there.
that's not bad.
No.
Nationally, loan apps are down 23%, and they've been down the last 8 of the last 9 weeks.
Yeah.
So if you're on a listing appointment or have a property to sell, your seller needs to be aware of that. It's probably going to take longer to sell the house. And inventory is not spiking like it was as well. New listings are down about half since July.
Wow.
So, what's interesting, I was out showing property to my sister of all people, and she's looking 700,000-800,000, and you'd think there'd be a lot to look at, and there's like 6.
Wow.
And
What area?
Not in Scottsdale, so there's not much to look at all, really. So, 19,000 sounds like a big number compared to February or March when we were at 2,500, 3,500. But we're in a city of 6 million people, so
Right.
it's still not a lot of houses. So
But if you're looking at like, condos and snowbird type of stuff, Scottsdale's got a ton of inventory under
Yes.
500 right now.
yes, there are a ton. And since May, now this is nationally, 8.4% asking prices are lower. So they have come down. So like Boise, they're seeing 65% price reductions.
Wow.
Or 65% of the properties listed
Yeah.
are seeing a price reduction.
Okay. That's better.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I wouldn't want to be in Boise.
the house cut in half.
And we had some projection. Goldman Sachs, this is interesting. 2022 home sales, they had a projection 6.1 million home sales. And any guess what it is now? I think Chelsea might know. 4.7 million. Mm-hmm.
You're moving kind
know
of
what I mean?
slow, Dave.
Yeah.
What? Well, you guys can
lot of
come
reading.
on. It is a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Jump in whenever you want.
Okay.
Showing requests are down 36%.
All right.
And consumer sentiment is probably at the lowest level in years in terms of purchasing a property.
Yeah, that's really too bad because, there's a lot of wins to be had for buyers right now. there's just all of that fear that the market's crashing. That isn't an indicator of that. It really isn't.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
If you look at property in general, the trend is always to go up. I may even post the link in the video or on the web page here, but the first house I ever bought in 1993, I paid $98,500, and it's on the market for $599 right now. And that thing has been through the S&L crisis. It's been through the dot bomb, the 2008, whatever you want to call it.
Boom.
Yeah.
And it's coming out on the other end of, the past couple year market that we had, post COVID. So the moral of the story is it's going to go up.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing is what's true nationally isn't always true regionally. So in Arizona, like, this is a state that's still growing. This is a state people are still moving to. There's still demand to live here, and tons of companies are spending a fortune to build here. We have a plan to become one of the world's biggest chip manufacturers, and most of those chip plants are going in here. So we
Right.
need more housing, we need more people, we need more educated people and engineers to work there so that we can catch up with the demand for chips that are in literally everything we use. So, regionally, we're still strong.
Which we are seriously deficient in chips worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't
They just can't make them
source
fast enough. And
Right.
we have a unique climate that is conducive to them because we don't have weather events. It's just hot,
It's
Right.
very hot. So we're going to need more sand for those chips.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, we have a lot of sand here.
Yeah. There you go.
If you need sand, come
we
to
have
the
a lot
desert.
of flat, buildable land to put chip plants
That's
on.
right. Who cares about the gophers?
Right.
Just
Or the
build
spotted
right.
owl. Or-
We don't care here.
Right. Or the cactus wren.
So pointing at what Chelsea's talking about, there's a big gap between the net worth of a renter versus the net worth of an owner. Would you like to hear the 2021
Let's hear it, Dave.
statistics?
Yes.
Statistics?
Statistics.
Statistics. Okay.
Uh,
Yes.
Would you like to guess, Michael, what the average net worth of a renter was in 2021?
Probably negative 25,000.
Close. 8,000.
Wow.
$8,000.
It's off by a little.
So you could live like a king in Medellin, Colombia.
There you go.
It's much cheaper there than here,
Yeah.
but not here. Average net worth of an owner? Take a guess.
300 maybe.
Pretty good, 330. So do you know what Mike's the lender here. What is the interest rate on renting?
100%.
It's
100%.
100%.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
how'd you miss that one? She got it right.
Because
Former lender.
It's infinite, so it doesn't matter, right? It's throwing money away, but
It is. So, given all of that, there's plenty of opportunities for buyers. You've got the hand right now. See that? That's the
Yeah.
hand.
talk to
You
them.
this is the hand. You've got the hand.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get concessions. You can get closing
Repairs.
costs, repairs.
Yeah.
So, what are you waiting for? Seriously, come
I don't
on.
know.
Yeah.
As you said earlier about crash, or maybe you did, maybe both of you did. So 2008, 9, 10, that was mostly caused by
Predatory
terrible
lending.
loan products available and credit default swaps that didn't work because, buying insurance on bad loans when they all go bad at the same time, no one has enough money for that, right?
Right.
Well,
And now people have a ton of equity in their homes,
Right,
which
well,
wasn't the case
there
then.
hasn't been. Fannie and Freddie, like, just recently are ratcheting guidelines and making loan level pricing adjustments for things like non-owner occupied properties or second homes. Because normally an interest rate on a second home was the same as it was on an owner occ. Well, not anymore.
Right.
So a little tougher to get the loan.
And it's higher on investment
So
property
there's
too.
really nothing from the loan side that would indicate a crash, right?
No.
That would have to be something, something happening via the government, right? I mean, I can't think of anything because it's, you know, you can't just fog a mirror and buy a house.
Right.
That's over.
Yes.
Been over for 13 years, right?
Well, yeah, you'd see teachers doing the liar's loans for buying $500,000, $750,000.
Right.
That
and
doesn't.
eventually
That's not real.
It catches up.
Yeah.
There's no neg am really. I mean, the only exotic loan products are for investors, and those are business purpose loans, so
Right.
therefore they don't really fall in the same category
Right.
as owner-occ, second home,
And the
Fran-
terms are
Fannie,
much more
Freddie.
high risk.
Yeah,
You got a
I mean-
balloon. Yeah.
Right. So totally different. No, the market's probably not going to crash. The sky isn't falling.
No.
Um,
I
but
still
it's
have
a
it.
heck of a great time to ask for everything from the seller, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Now they have to give
all
it to
they
you.
can say
Yeah.
is no, but they're not probably
Right.
going to say
And then
no. They're going to
sit on
go,
market.
how about half of that, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
You don't have to get stuck with a 19-year-old air conditioner anymore.
right.
Yeah.
I still have an option arm. It's actually a good. It's a
Yeah, now it is.
2.8% or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Useful
who
if you
knew?
understand how it works.
I
Right.
did.
Most people don't. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think it's a good time to buy a house.
Well, you're a lender.
We just have to get people
You're
out there.
supposed to say that.
You're a realtor, man.
Well,
She
I'm
does
always gonna
commercial
tell you
real
that.
estate, so
That's true.
yeah.
So
I
just
mean, commercial real estate, you know, super high demand. Rates are a little higher, so the
Mhm.
qualifying's a little tougher.
Right.
Probably driving prices down a little bit, maybe.
Depends on the product.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, retail, office, industrial, none of those are dropping. Multifamily is a little bit
Mul-
harder now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because the rents aren't skyrocketing like they were.
Right.
So it's harder to get a return on those, harder to get financing on those because most of them aren't
Mhm.
performing,
yeah.
Right.
you know? So the prices on those are leveling out, which is good. You know, I
Yeah.
think those are, if you can get one, those are an amazing first home buyer, you know, hack. Like, you know, we teach the house hack, like
Mhm.
buy a duplex, have
Right.
somebody pay your mortgage. But for a while there, they were just so not affordable, you know?
Right.
Do you think
Even-
rents are going to come down?
I don't see them coming down, but they spiked. I mean, I think in 2020 they went up 9%. I might be wrong on that. And then in 2021,
commercial rents.
no,
Yeah.
on
Oh.
just like apartment buildings.
Apartments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix has had some of the biggest rent spike in the nation.
Yeah.
So I do think that that's going to level out because now there's so many new construction complexes available. Like everybody was building apartments in 2020, 2021. So
Yeah.
I think that demand we're kind of catching up with, and because those rents were so high in the city in the major metro areas, it drove people to the outskirts. And now so many people are working remotely. It doesn't really matter where you live.
right.
So, I mean, those renters that are in the cities, they're probably now thinking like, well, maybe I should live, out on the west side or something where I can buy a house for cheaper. So for those people that were like, I'm just going to have to rent for the next couple of years and have been paying a ridiculous rent, now's a great time for them to buy.
With all the new, I mean, I see apartment buildings. I mean, they're just going up everywhere. What's that?
Everywhere.
What's that going to do to rent?
I mean, they aren't going to be able to ask for what they, penciled out when they built them. I think that's going to be the case. I mean, and then, with inflation and everything, like those Class A buildings, they're probably going to have a higher vacancy. Like a lot of the stuff that we sell is C-class apartments. You almost never are running a vacancy on those. If
Right.
C-class apartments are empty, we've got real big
We're in
financial
trouble.
problems.
Yeah.
Real big.
We will be
Right.
in Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you-
for the CB, I think those are going to do well. Those A-class ones, like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of demand for that, unless they're willing to do them short term for all these people that are coming in to work on these projects, or all our chip plant engineers, but
Nerds.
then again, those guys are probably going to buy a house. So
They are.
Interestingly enough, I asked my son, who he just went to ASU Barrett, and I go, so Matthew, what do you think the average rent is in Scottsdale? And he threw out 2,200. And I'm
for a
like,
studio,
you're pretty close, And and the reason I say this is I have a friend he lives in an apartment right around Kierland, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a new company just bought the building, raised the rents. and it's going to like, I think it was 2,600 for a 900 square foot apartment.
For a one bedroom.
Ouch! Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So
Better be nice.
average rent in Scottsdale, it's probably 2,000, 2,100.
Easy. Well, the
And-
the
and-
apartments down the street from us, those are 2,200 for
Right.
2 bedroom.
Right.
So that's
They're not even that nice.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, seems like you might just want to buy a condo, put 3% down, and
Right.
have a slightly higher payment for a while, and
Yeah.
until rates come down and refi it.
Right.
So seems like a better use of money.
Yeah. Definitely.
Call your mom for money, Dave.
I might have
3%, Mom. It's all I need. It's only $9,000.
We can do it. Anything else from anyone? Got a shout out to Holly Campbell here.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
We are lucky enough to be in the Great American Title podcasting room, which is very nice, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much. So if you're looking for a great title rep, call Holly. She's embarrassed
Just
right
flash
now.
your photo up.
She's not even on camera. She's embarrassed. Look at her. Look how red you're turning.
I know.
That's funny. And I've got more Matt swag than Mike today.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah, I only brought.
I got
just
the
one
shirt.
hat.
I got the hat, underwear.
Yeah.
It's good.
Urban
I'm swagless
X.
today.
Is that kind of like Malcolm X? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
It stands for excellence.
It's swell. Love that.